Oh my god.
Oh. Who in this house wants to go for a car ride?
Need me shake? Can you give me a burp? That was so nice.
Brisket, I got a question for you. Brisket, do you want to go to Dunkin' Donuts?
Do ba 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 do do do.
Oye tú, ¿qué te pasa?
Good morning.
Hey, Mr. Horse, are you coming to get some?
Happy birthday. Oh, you fucking cunt. God damn you, Willow. Sit. Can you bunch? Can you bunch? Oh, can you bunch?
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which is called Charlie and the Old Man. In a quiet village nestled between green hills and winding streams, there lived an old man named Thomas. He had a gray beard, worn-out boots, and a past he rarely spoke of. People in the village said he was grumpy, lonely, and didn't like company. What they didn't know was that Thomas had once had a family, long ago. A wife, a son, a house full of laughter. But life, as it sometimes does, had taken it all away. After his wife passed and his son moved far away, Thomas shut himself off from the world. He believed it was better not to care about anyone or anything anymore. That is, until Charlie came along. Charlie was a stray dog, scruffy, skinny, and covered in mud. No one knew where he came from, only that he showed up on Thomas's porch one rainy evening, shivering and hungry. Thomas opened the door and frowned. "Go away," he muttered. But Charlie didn't leave. He simply sat there, staring up with his soft brown eyes that seemed to say, "I've lost something too." Against his better judgment, Thomas brought him inside. Just for one night, he told himself. One night became two. Two became a week. Before long, Charlie had a blanket by the fireplace, a bowl in the kitchen, and a spot next to Thomas's chair. Charlie was no ordinary dog. He didn't bark much. He didn't beg or chew furniture. Instead, he watched Thomas with quiet understanding, as if he knew this man carried heavy memories. Every morning, Charlie followed Thomas to the garden. He'd lie in the sun while Thomas tended his vegetables. When Thomas sat on the porch, Charlie rested his head on the old man's knee. At night, they'd fall asleep to the sound of wind in the trees, two broken souls slowly healing in each other's presence. One day, Thomas took Charlie into the village. "Is that your dog, Mr. Thomas?" asked a curious little boy. "He's not mine," Thomas replied gruffly. "He just stays with me." Charlie, as if to prove the boy right, wagged his tail and licked Thomas's hand. The villagers began to notice a change. Thomas smiled more. He even waved to people, something he hadn't done in years. Charlie had done what no human could, brought the old man back to life. Then came the accident. One morning, while walking down the trail behind the house, Thomas slipped on a wet rock and fell, hitting his head hard. He was unconscious, lying alone in the woods. But not completely alone. Charlie barked and nudged him, but Thomas didn't move. The dog knew he had to do something. So he ran, down the hill, through the village, barking loudly until someone followed him. He led the neighbors straight to the trail, straight to Thomas. Thanks to Charlie, the old man was saved. At the hospital, the doctor said, "If your dog hadn't gotten help, we might not have found you in time." Thomas, weak but awake, looked at Charlie curled beside his bed and whispered, "You stayed." After he recovered, Thomas often sat with Charlie by the river, watching the water flow. "You know," he said one afternoon, "I spent so many years pushing everyone away. Thought it was safer. But you," he paused, scratching behind Charlie's ears, "you reminded me what it means to care, to love, even when it hurts." Charlie wagged his tail, as if he understood every word. Thomas chuckled. "You're not just a dog, are you? You're a teacher, a little four-legged angel." As the seasons passed, Thomas grew older and slower. Charlie, too, had a little more white around his muzzle. But every day, they were together, two best friends who had found each other when they needed it most. When Thomas passed away peacefully in his sleep one winter night, Charlie was right there beside him, just as he had always been. At the funeral, the villagers spoke not just of Thomas, but of Charlie too. "They saved each other," someone said. And that was true. Years later, a stone statue stood at the edge of the village park, an old man sitting on a bench and a dog at his feet. The plaque read, "To Charlie, who reminded us that love, loyalty, and kindness never grow old." If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it, and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.